My name is Libertad. Well, that's how you guys will know me anyway. I'm a Venezuelan journalist, and I'm doing this blog in English, so even the Americans will know of my struggle. I'm here to talk about the crimes against my family, my fellow journalists, and my country by a corrupt government. I've lived in Venezuela my whole life, and almost a decade ago, Hugo Chavez came to power, and everything changed. The government became totalitarian and corrupt, promising the poor better opportunities at the expense of everybody else. I saw my family lose their jobs, companies go bankrupt just because he said it was unfair. The only thing that's unfair is that he's living like a king and barely helps those people he promised to help. My father was a famous journalist, and he was one of the only people who was brave enough to openly oppose him. He would publish articles talking about the government's corruption, and he went to jail merely for voicing his opinion against Chavez's totalitarian government. 3 years ago, after publishing an article about how he fired the CEO of a Venezuelan oil company for no reason, something the government had not released to the public, he was sent to jail again. But this time, he didn't come back. I cried a lot, and 2 years passed. That's when I decided I would avenge my father by continuing his work. I heard that right now, Chavez and his people are working on a big law that could severely hurt me and my fellow journalists in our search for justice. I'm going to find out what that law is, and tell the public right away. We've lost our jobs, but we're not going to lose the right to speak. Never. Hello, Venezuela. You'll be glad to know that after months of research, I found it. I found the plans for the new law that would destroy our freedom to speak. They're calling it the Social Responsibility in Radio, Television, and Electronic Media Law. If this is passed, it's going to allow them to arrest or shut down any media that tries to cause public distress. In other words, any media from the opposition. Last night I snuck into the government building and took their files while the guard was on break. I have here the manuscript for the law, and tomorrow I am publishing this on the new newspaper, the Orinoco Post. The people will cry out for justice, and the government will know the name Libertad. Viva Venezuela! Hello viewers, it's been a year since my first video. I was just a girl with a wish for revenge and a thirst for justice. After I released the manuscript for the new law, the public became extremely open about their distrust of the government. Who are they to take our right to speak? They would complain. The government finally knew my name and has been looking for me for months. As well, they passed the law a few days ago, and the public has not been kind. Powerful figures of the opposition have sheltered me, but one by one they've fallen. I am alone once again. The government has imprisoned and disappeared more people who have spoken out, all because of me. People have become scared to speak out and have gone back to cowering in fear like dogs. I refuse to give up the fight, but I am doing so more discreetly. I'm so scared they'll find me. The fight will soon end, and I promise you I will fight until the day I... No!
Se terminó.